The car in front of us is scrapped for us. But for boss, for the masters of piston peshala, just a little scratch, just knock. Hitting can turn him into a beautiful woman. First-hand quiz I new car. At this moment, the masters have taken the vehicle. Only the price of the car is left after disassembly. They first plan to repair a column and ceiling, but that's not the case. Due to the lack of decent tools, hard parts can only be corrected with the help of screws and the thinner part of the ceiling iron sheet. It needs to be shaped by hammering. But the most difficult part is undoubtedly the maintenance. Front stringer section. Due to limited conditions, not a lot of corrective meaning. Therefore, the use of screws, gradually supported for the averted position, then cleverly use door traction reset. So here's the thing. The deformation length of the left stringer is light. After slightly pulling it into place, just use a hammer for micro correction. The stringer on the right is located at the point of impact. The deformation is more serious. So first they had to dismantle the shock absorber assembly, then you can use the screw. Support the deformed part out. It's a complicated process. It's extremely difficult. Need more tacit cooperation for the master, and do it multiple times. The corrected part is first fixed with a gourd, to prevent excessive stretching when correcting the front end portion. This process also requires beating while heating. However, after some attempts, it still failed. So the next day, they can only put the frame. It's on a simple shelf. This shelf serves as a simple floppy. Pull it. After pulling out the approximate shape, correct it by hitting it with a hammer. After a whole day of hard work, the masters finally finished the front part of the car. But since this car has suffered front and rear attacks before, the rear of the car is also quite deformed. Therefore, they need to use the same methods and recipes to correct the rear of the car. The most admirable thing is their patience. Those wrinkled tin sheets, it was all repaired by hammering. It's a lot of training. If there is a puller, save a lot of time. They were just repairing the banding. It only took a day to make it look flat. The rear stringer part also needs the help of a gourd. Pull it back in place. Then it can be corrected by heating. In order to better correct the waistline, masters now also need to draw the waistline of the body, then make corrections. After the tail is trimmed, you can install the suitcase door back. I thought the trunk door was installed. You can start painting. Unexpectedly, the master said, the roof and the column are partially deformed. It needs to be removed to be repaired. So, in order to speed up the progress, the masters directly divide labor and cooperate. The masters use hand tools to cut the pot. The other person is in charge of cutting, mainly with gas cutting. After cutting is completed, remove ceiling beams. You can take the roof out. To fix this ceiling, the masters spent 2 days. It looks good as new now. Here we go. The masters will use the method of welding. After repeated welding and polishing, the perfect combination of ceiling and body, as if it were a whole. After the tendons make a rough outline, you can put the tail lights back on. In order to save costs, the masters choose to dismantle the car parts here. After the taillights are installed, and the doors are back in place, when the rear door is installed and closed, you see, there are hardly any gaps. This slab job is really unbelievable. When all the work is ready, you can enter the uneven position. It's time to scrape and apply putty. By scraping putty, it can make the surface of the rib smoother and flatter. Provide a good foundation for subsequent painting work. Putty can also cover up minor flaws and defects, make the repaired body more beautiful. Before installing external parts, the masters will first spray a layer of epoxy primer. After the primer is sprayed, the bumper is back in place. But the greasy body, the child still needs to be carefully polished for a round. At the same time, the master on the other side started to install the word board. When the fenders are installed, The rear bumper and headlights are also installed. Next is the installation of the rear windshield. In this way, the rear parts are installed. Now only the front part of the car is left. The first is the installation of the anti-collision beam, and then the headlights. Install the bumper after the headlights are installed. These components are relatively easy to install. The difficulty lies in the internal dashboard. That dense line, it's a headache just looking at it. It's okay if the wiring hasn't been changed. There will be corresponding plugs. But it is more elegant when installing the steering wheel. A little careless. The work oil of the airbag may be damaged. However, for this car, it doesn't matter whether there are airbags or not. It's enough to have a steering wheel and seats. After the parts in the car are installed, it's finally here. Install the most critical engines and transmissions. The assembly part. Since there is no lift rack on site, the masters had to push the vehicle over the pit, then cleverly use gourds, transfer it to the engine compartment, so the masters can work up and down. In less than a day, the masters succeeded. Put the parts in the engine compartment, installed. Next, the vehicle will enter the final painting stage. Before that, the master has refined the parts that do not need to be painted, part cover, to ensure that during the painting process, will not spray to other areas by mistake. After a week of repairing the tendons, now the vehicle has a brand new sheen. It's like being reborn.